you got an event coming up, and
Okay, I was asked to do an event,
okay,
and I was asked to sell tickets, and the tickets are $50 a piece.
okay,
And I was told that I sell 10 tickets at $500 out in the ad
okay,
magazine.
okay.
My phone is acting up.
Take your time. We good.
Can you still see me?
Yeah.
Okay. I was told that I would get in the magazine,
Okay.
and that would be for exposure, and I'm singing in the show.
So basically, you selling 10 tickets, $50 a piece. That
Hmm.
means it's $500, right?
Right.
Are you getting any money to perform at all? So you have to turn all the money in.
No.
Can you hear me? You just there you go. There you go. I got you. I got you.
What is the? Can you give me the Zoom line again? I'm
You
gonna call you on the other screen.
you own. I mean, I ain't got no problem. I
I
see you.
can't see you.
Don't worry about me. I see you. That's the main thing.
Okay.
Okay. That's the main thing. I got some Mickey rigging going on over here. I got 3 or 4 things going on at one time. But anyway, before we move forward, let me introduce you right quick. This is Miss Vicky Love. Vicky Love is a member of the Lyrical Revolution. She's also a singer. She's probably one of the coldest and the best Aretha Franklin tribute singers I've met so far. And I've been consulting her for the last few years on her career, and she's doing pretty decent, at her stage. And she always comes to me with questions about tickets, things of that nature. I have no problem with people selling tickets. It's just that sometimes if you're selling tickets, if you're selling tickets and not getting any money, you're basically paying to play, which in some cases is not bad, but I think that sometimes if you're going to sell tickets, some portion of money should go to the artist for their efforts and for their performance. Because basically, you could buy an ad in the paper for a lot cheaper than $500.
Okay.
Okay, I'm quite sure you can buy ads in the booklet for less than $500. But if you see here, there you go.
Yeah, I'm on this one now.
Okay,
I'm
no
getting
problem.
off this phone.
I got you. I got you. I still got you. I
Okay.
see my man Glenn Glass. He gonna chime in a minute also. Um, so I strongly suggest that you talk to the promoter and ask him, hey man, I don't mind doing this, but can I retain some part of the money? Because for you to pay, sell 10 tickets for $50, perform for free, just to be on the stage and be in the booklet, yeah, that's basically $500 to be in the booklet. If somebody came to you and said, "Hey, Vicky, I'm gonna give you $500 to be in this booklet," would you pay that much money to be in the booklet?
No.
Okay, then. So basically, you're gonna pay. You're gonna pay. You got 2 things on, Vicky. Turn your phone off. Your phone is still on.
Okay.
I got you on 3 screens, 2 screens.
Okay. I can't see to hang it up. Can you hang me up on that end?
No, I think. Let me see. Let me see. No. So, where your phone at? It should be in meeting on the corner right there. Leave meeting on that one on your phone.
I can't leave it.
Okay, we're going.
My phone is tripping.
All right, well turn the
I
phone
can
off.
see you.
Just
Can you hear me?
turn the phone off. That'll work.
Oh yeah, that will
That
work.
always works.
Yeah, that part.
That way we got a screen for somebody else that want to join in with us. Okay. So yeah, if I always ask people, if you come to a situation and somebody asks you to pay X amount of dollars to be a part of something, would you pay that out your pocket? And most of the time the answer is no. And if the answer is no, so why would you pay and still work for free just to be in the booklet? If the ad for the booklet is $500, would you pay $500 for that ad? Okay. So that being the case, you might want to go back, talk to the promoter in a very cool way. Say, look, man, I don't mind doing this, but can I keep half the money? I give you 250, I keep 250. So now you being compensated for your time and performance, and you'll be in a much better position.
Okay.
Okay. And get it, and I would suggest get it in writing. That way, it won't be no confusion in the event there's any confusion.
Now, I had an event this past week,
Okay.
and I was the only one that didn't get paid.
Okay.
But the other artists, everybody else got paid, but I'm sure everybody else had a contract. I didn't have one.
Why didn't you have a contract?
It was a verbal agreement. Where you went? You disappeared.
I'm right here. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't moved.
Okay. It was a verbal agreement.
Okay. Have you worked with this person before?
Huh?
Y'all have a working relationship?
Yeah, we worked before, and we never had this problem. I never had this problem before.
So do you think he's going to be a problem getting your money?
I don't know. The lady said she would call me, so.
Okay. Well, give her a couple days.
I'm not gonna call her back.
Give her a couple days to call her back, and always stay cool, especially at this stage of the game. Because basically, right now, you have no leverage whatsoever. You at this point, you are strictly at the mercy of her kindness because you didn't take care of your business. I'm sorry. Before you book the gig, you're supposed to get a copy of the contract, sign the contract, and get a deposit.
Managers for?
Huh?
Managers for?
Say it again now. Glenn, mute your phone, Glenn.
Yeah.
I hear you all in the background. I hear my man back there.
I didn't know I was live on the phone.
Oh, you live.
Oh,
You live. You live.
oh, okay, I'm live. Hello, everybody.
I'm gonna let you chime. I know you got something to say in a minute, but I'm gonna answer her question right quick. Yeah, Vicky. Basically, you're supposed to, in order to handle your business correctly, supposed to get your contract, look it over, find out what your time is, how many songs you're doing, what time you're supposed to be there, and how much you're gonna get paid. Upon sign.
That's what the manager was doing.
Did the manager do that? Obviously, they didn't do that, right?
Well, she made sure everything else up until it was time to get paid.
Did you read the contract?
I didn't see a contract.
Well, my question to you is, how you perform? Basically, when you performing, when you get a contract to perform, they're asking you for your services. You are responsible for those services, so you are responsible to see that contract and sign that contract, because if something goes wrong, you gonna be the one in trouble. You're the one that's gonna be looking to sue, not the manager. So you have to make sure that basically the manager's job is to present the contract, negotiate the deal, and collect the money and get their cut. Okay, and make sure you're taken care of properly while you on stage. Make sure that what happened didn't happen as far as that band situation playing behind you. I mean, it wasn't that bad, but still, that was kind of a little disrespectful. Okay, and he should have pulled that, had the sound man, hey man, pull that down to my people get through. Only got 1 more minute left. To give the singer some respect. That's all. Okay, everybody. It wasn't like it was a big crowd. No disrespect, but it wasn't a big crowd. So you could have waited another 30, 40 seconds or a minute to start tuning up your instruments. That's what the manager has to look out for you for. Make sure you got a good dressing room. Make sure your money right. And before you walk on that stage, your manager is supposed to have your money for you. Before you walk in that room, they should have had a deposit. You should not be Monday looking for your money. That's not how the game go. If the person decides to go left, you ain't got no contract to sue. You work for free, and you could have just worked for free. And that's the problem. Glenn, you got something to say about that?
Well, no more than what you said. I'll add on to say, hi, Vicky, how you doing?
How you doing?
That's one of the things I've learned, Lonzo, and as of 2 years ago, I made sure that no matter whether it's a parking lot event, whether or not it's an indoor event, if somebody's an artist is doing something for me, or I'm doing something and for them, I make sure it's on paper. It has to be. Because
right.
if you don't, your you'll catch this like this. Keep in mind, a manager like Lonzo said is very good, but at the same time, you need that piece of paper that in your midst, because if the manager's not around and they're the only one's got a piece of paper, then how do you make sure that what was adhered to on the paperwork if you don't have a copy?
Right. You are responsible.
If something happens to you and you walk in and I don't have a piece of copy, and I say, well, who are you? You say, I'm Vicky. This is what I'm supposed to be doing because I don't know where the promoter is or whatnot. As you giving it to me as a stage man or audio person, all I got to do is look at that piece of paper, and that's why I got a phone.
Hey.
Yeah.
That's with everybody. So Alonzo's right. I don't care. Like I said, I don't care if you're doing a parking lot gig. You need paper. Tell people what you're going to do. I need one microphone. I'm going to get paid. I'm not going to get paid. Even if you're not getting paid, you need to still be on paper.
You gotta specify what kind of show it is. You got a track show. You're doing 2 songs between 9 and 9:30, and usually it's always a few minutes give or take. You've been paid a deposit. You got half your money up front. The other half comes after you. Before you start singing your first note, you should have the rest of your money, unless you just got it. Y'all just cool like that. But once again, once you start singing and once the gig is over with, you have no leg to stand on. You have no power. Okay, you're basically at the mercy of the person who owes you now. Okay, now your manager should be the one pursuing her to get your money. You shouldn't have to be worried about that. If they get the contract, but you got to chase down the money, it's not working for you.
And let's face it, even with a manager, the key word to me, Alonzo and Vicky and everybody listening here is the actual manager reply is a contract signed that you get a deposit in a conversation.
Right.
If you can't answer to that, then you got a choice whether or not you want to do the show or not.
Right.
That's your call then.
If you don't see the contract, you don't know what you're working for.
Right.
You could be working for food or free, and somebody tell you, "Hey man, you ain't getting no money," but all of a sudden they getting paid on the side. I ain't say that's the case, but I know it's happened. That's you seen 5 heartbeats, damn it.
Yeah, that's right.
You seen 5 heartbeats, all right? Okay, that shit ain't nothing changed. 5 heartbeats was real as it can be. So,
See, you're right.
huh?
And also keep in mind, in my perspective of looking at things, is that manager is just a title for a person. It doesn't matter if it's my mother. It doesn't matter if it's my father, my brother, my sister. They got a job to do. The job is, like Lonzo said, to protect me. But you have to make sure, I believe, in this day and age that even before, you listen to some of those stories like on TV, like you said, the Heartbeats and all of them, the Temptations. You'll see managers came into play and did all kind of funny stuff. I don't care how much they like each other. That has nothing to do with what's real. I'm sorry, that's just the way it
Exactly.
is.
Exactly. So, although you have a manager, you responsible for you until you make it. Well, you need to know the business. I tell anybody, if you're gonna be in this business, know all the ins and outs so that you cannot get taken advantage of. And not saying that's the case right now, but your naivete, which means naive, could cost you. Okay, it's not a whole lot for a lesson, but who wants to spend anything pay for anything if they don't have to? Okay, I'm quite sure she's gonna pay you, but still, you don't want to put yourself in that position no more. Next time, have a Cash App you the money. I did it before. I love Cash App. I have someone gonna Cash App me a deposit, and before I unload my truck to go do a gig, I'm paid again. I'm happy. I don't even want no cash. Cash can get knocked in the head, and you can lose that. If you lose your phone, don't make no difference if your Cash App got it. Okay?
Yeah.
How you been doing, Glenn?
That's true. Man, I've been, a day at a time. I'm better than yesterday, so I'm kicking it.
You know-
I heard that you was going to be on this. I said, I got to listen to my brother because I want everybody to know every time Alonzo somewhere, as far as I'm concerned, you need to listen. Because he got a lot of knowledge that don't mind giving up.
Thank you,
Sure
Doc.
do.
Thank you, Doc. Now, I'm going to do more of these because I like technology, and it's so hard for me to plan a event at the club or rent a hall to do this right here. And this right here is kind of an experiment for me. And I kind of like this because it allows me to sit at home. I got 40 minutes. We got about 20 minutes left. I can talk to y'all. Y'all can do what you got to do. You ain't got to get in your car, spend no gas. Vicky got a rag on her head. She ain't got to do nothing. You know, we all good. I'm going to go in the house. I'm going to turn this stuff off. I'm going to upload this to my computer, put it on my YouTube channel. So it works out for me real well. And Glenn, why ain't you on the camera, man? I know you got a face for radio, but there.
No, you remember you talked about me one time real bad on the radio, and ever since then I ain't nobody seen my face.
Who's the iPhone out here with the
You said I had a face for radio. Did you say that?
Yeah, you got a face for radio. That's all right. I see somebody else has joined us on the iPhone, but they got their microphone turned off.
I tell you what, Lonzo, next time you get on, I will let my face be seen.
Okay, you know, I'm gonna try and do this more often, Doc, because I think this is very important. Again, today is an experiment. It was just a very last minute, spur of the moment thing. Me and Vicky were talking, and I said, you know something, I need to have this conversation where I can share with other people, and this is how this whole thing came about. So it's kind of a last minute situation. I'm trying to see how my equipment works with it, and so far it's doing pretty good. And again, you and I have always talked about doing seminars and stuff like that. But you know, with our busy schedules, man, and the way things cost so much these days, it's much better, much easier to use technology to make it happen. And I'm digging this right here.
Okay.
Okay.
But I still think though, down the road, it's always still good to do that one little.
Oh yeah. As this thing starts to grow, we'll definitely still do a brick and mortar situation. But I want to build up a following for it and get some of these artists that really need some insight to be a part of this so that they can take advantage of it. Who was the iPhone? iPhone, who was that?
It's me, man.
That you, Glenn?
No, I ain't got no iPhone now. I ain't got
Who say it's me, man?
Can you hear me, Lonzo?
I got you. Who's that?
It's Cozy.
Hey, what up, Doc?
Yeah, man. I'm just here to support, brother. Just checking you out.
We know what now. Cozy is Vicky. You met Cozy before. He came to our showcase a couple years ago. He's a member of the Torture Chamber, the group played behind Ice Cube and some more folks back in the day. And he's a good buddy of mine and a musician as well. So I had him come in, so I definitely want to try and get some input from as many people as possible. And Glenn,
Yeah.
Vicky had a little problem the other day. I went to her show, and she was doing her thing. Only had maybe half a song left, if that much. And the band coming up behind her came on the stage, and she was doing a track show. And they started tuning in instruments while she was playing. Okay, one, I know that's very distracting as an artist, but it's also disrespectful. And you, as an engineer, how would you handle something like that?
They wouldn't have did nothing.
Okay.
They just had to wait their turn.
Okay.
First of all, there's a lot of things that when we do our seminars, when we used to do the ones we've done, I've always mentioned at my workshops and whatnot. Bands and everybody, you need to be on time for sound check. If you don't do sound check, you don't get up on that stage behind nobody and do anything. Nothing.
Okay.
I'm sorry, that's just the way it goes.
You know,
Very disrespectful. And they would want nobody to ever do that to them, but then still, we do that. If we don't correct it as engineers, then they'll keep doing stuff like that all the way down the line, so that wasn't right at all.
All right. Now, also I noticed that a lot of times guys wanted that they would have some mic issues for a minute, and you don't never want to clown the sound man, okay? You don't never want to clown the sound man when you about to perform. If you get a squeal or something go wrong, the last thing you want to do is piss off the sound man, Glenn.
Amen. Amen. I'll tell you, y'all don't know it, but a lot of my engineer friends don't like me talking behind the backs, letting y'all know secrets, but we talk, believe it or not. And when you've done wrong to one of us, a lot of times when you come back up again, we think about that. It's just a camaraderie thing we got. So if you have problems, again, one of the basic things to do is make sure you're at sound check. And then after that, when you're on stage, things will happen. It's not a perfect situation. Alonzo will tell you, even if you go to the Forum and you go to other big shows, they're having problems 24/7 up on them stages.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You just don't. We don't have the equipment and money to have equipment to replace something right away. But they're having dropout. The speakers are blowing up. Amps are going off, all kind of issues. But when we do all those stuff and we have a little bit of what we can bear with, y'all get all upset. But the key is do sound check. And after that, it's just the nice.
All right, now, so yeah, speaking of sound check, man, I know a lot of guys hate doing sound checks. I never had a problem with sound checks myself, but for some reason, they just they hate doing them. I did a show recently at at St. Andrews, and I think it was Surfers couldn't get there to do a sound check. Now I don't know if they hated them or not, but what I did experience for the first time as a DJ, they did a full sound check in the monitors, which I thought was amazing. I'm playing over the house speakers, but I could hear them in the monitors. The crowd couldn't hear them, but I could hear them. I thought that was a amazing feat to be able to do a full sound check during a DJ performance. How is that done, man?
Well, that's called a line check.
Okay.
It's called a line check, where they only put the stuff that you want to hear in the monitors, so that way you can say, I want this or that, and it doesn't affect the house because it doesn't go into the house. It just goes into the monitor. It's called a line check.
Okay. All right.
It's the only way to get around it if you're up on stage like Vicky was or something, do a line check. And when you being a DJ, it's easy because you got music playing, so the audience never hears what's going on through the monitor.
Right, that was my first time experiencing that, Doc. I thought that was kind of amazing. I mean, technology has changed so much over the last few years, man. This is amazing that it's amazing how artists, engineers can take a tablet and mix a house, mix a show. Mixing boards, and they're not obsolete, but they damn sure on their way out.
Well, you got a point there because technology now has become wow. It's this digital world we in with the digital mixers and all, man. And wireless everything. It's a whole new world out there now.
Right.
A whole,
so how much back to school have you had to do?
You want to know something? At my age, I really hated going to the digital. I'm still learning a lot.
Okay.
Because I'm an analog man. I've been doing analog mixer for 30-some years.
Okay.
All of a sudden, for the last 5 years, I've been doing digital. And digital is no different than a computer.
Okay.
An older person trying to translate from doing a phone to a computer now and getting all the Twitters and all that, it's a whole new world out there. So it's just like a computer. It's no different than a car. Car has a computer and an engine. Now a mixer board has a digital and analog mixed together. And you got to learn the digital world. It's been something for me, but I know just enough, bro, to get by. And I got enough people now, and I thank God that I got enough people working with me that knows more than me, and they're teaching me a little bit. But if I need to get something done, I got the people to do it.
I got a question for you, Glenn. I see a lot of artists, man. They want to hold a mic in their mouth almost, and wonder why they can't be heard. Can you touch on that for a minute, man, please?
Well, generally what happens for most engineers, when you cup that microphone, just make a long story short, when you cup that microphone, you're smothering the mic. There's a reason why there's holes in those microphones on the top. Just like you put a bag over your head and cover it and see what happens. Same difference, but when you put your hand over the mic, you're suffocating that microphone.
Okay.
Now, there are pieces of equipment that can compensate for that suffocation you're doing. But the average person, average engineer ain't got that kind of equipment.
Okay.
So
Interesting.
that's just a nutshell. You're suffocating the microphone, and what we do as engineers, we have to turn down frequencies. Turn them down, not up. Turn them down so the board don't clip.
Okay.
Start making all kind of other funny things going on. So you're going to lose volume when we turn down frequencies.
What about the?
That's where you have your
Hey,
problem.
Glenn. What about the artist? Man, turn it up. Turn it up. What you do about him?
You look at him, and after the show, you tell him, "Bro, don't ever do that again."
Turn
you
it
don't
up.
check, but you don't make them happy to make your board and stuff start clipping. You don't do that because you can blow out your speakers and whatnot.
Right. Okay.
Once you start seeing red popping up on your mixer board or on your amplifier because he's holding that microphone, we're gonna cut him down.
Okay.
If you start to clip, and that's called that's a major problem. We don't care about the rest. But after the show, I generally tell people, bro, you need to see where sound check comes in again.
Right.
That's where you tell them what's going on.
Right.
It's a habit. It's a bad habit. Ministers, everybody do that. Alonzo, rappers, I understand what the sound they want, but it's not the right way. It's all wrong.
Wow.
See,
Okay.
They got equipment. They have to put something to the mixer board now to make you sound right and compensate for that suffocation.
Now,
Normally, that's not the way you're supposed to do. See what I'm saying? So
Okay.
they do it all wrong. It's a bad habit.
who that? Hey, Cozy, mute your mic over there, Cozy. I hear you got noise in the background there. Mute your mic. You got a little noise. There you go. Thank you, Doc. Yeah, that's amazing because I see it all the time, man, and it's ridiculous. You try to school, oh man, this how so they want to hold the mic upside down, hold it to the side of their mouth, and then you wonder why. Turn it up. Before you're choking the microphone, sir, you ain't gonna make it. You can't let the diaphragm of the microphone has to be able to move back and forth to get the sound properly.
And you're suffocating.
Exactly.
It's like you put, like I said, you put a bag over your head, you start wanting to talk and you can't talk. Same difference.
Something is a problem. There's a problem.
But they do have equipment that most of us don't have to afford that can make up for that suffocation at the same time. But we don't have that. Most of us ain't carrying that kind of stuff in our gear. Just ain't doing it. It's a little expensive.
Okay.
We don't do that.
Okay.
Now the digital boards, I will admit this though, Alonzo, the new digital boards, they do have everything built into it versus what big rack used to have of amplifiers or whatnot. It's all on one channel now
Right.
in the digital world.
Okay.
But if you don't come to sound check, there's no way that most engineers are going to dial it in, so you're still back to the same analog way of looking at it. Sound check is very important. Very important. Even now, it's even more important because if you come and do it right, which promoters sometimes don't have the time, but if you come to a sound check and get your line check, a lot of engineers now, if they're fast, can dial you in. So when you hit the stage, they hit a button and everything flows where it's supposed to be.
Right.
I'll go back out there. Yeah, so that's what that is in this world now. But
Tell
you
them-
gotta come to sound check.
Tell them what dial in mean, Glenn.
Dial in means that we can sit on a digital board now, and wherever your sound check volume needs to be for your monitors, for your vocals, for your EQ and everything, we dial it in and program it. So when you come up, all we do is hit a button, say number 2.
Wow.
Hit that button, and everything goes right to where it's supposed to be from sound check.
Okay.
We just fluctuate a little bit from that point.
Okay. All right, folks.
So that's where we at, bro. That's where we.
We
at.
got about 3 minutes. We got about 3 minutes on this podcast right here, folks. Anybody got any quick questions or anything they want to chime in right quick before we leave?
No, I just learned a couple of things.
Okay.
Thank you for the information and the knowledge.
Thank you, Donna. Always remember, get your contracts. You look at your contract. Don't let nobody read it to you. Look at the number. Look at the time, the date, and how many songs you're gonna do. You need to sign your own contract. Your manager looks over the contract. They may sign it as a representative of you, but you have to sign that contract for it to be legitimate. Other than that, if you don't sign the contract, you're basically a slave. Only a slave master can have his slave work and not get paid and not see what he's supposed to get paid. No disrespect to anybody else, but if you working and don't know what you're getting paid, you kind of a slave. Okay?
Oh, and let me say, if you don't mind, real quick, Alonzo,
Right.
and Vicky and everyone else listening, believe me, you trust the people you want to work for you. But what Alonzo talked about has nothing to do with trust if you read your own contract. It ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
Trust and business are two different things.
That's right.
Okay? Trust and business. Trust is I trust you in my house. Business, I need my money. Okay?
Yeah, but reading the contract, you got to know the language. You got to know.
Well, yeah.
You got to know the definitions of different words. When to say 360 or say this and say that or
Right.
merge. You can read something and not comprehend. So, getting with a mentor that understands it to kind of teach you how to read a contract. So when you do read it, you know what you're reading, what you're looking at.
All right, you said it, Cody. That's gonna be my next podcast, Doc. Folks, we almost out of time before they cut us off. I'm gonna thank all y'all for coming through. I appreciate y'all. Much love. Vicky, thank you. Hope you got what you needed, darling. Glenn, thank you very much. Cozy, thank you for chiming in. Till next time, folks. Thank y'all very much. We out of here. Peace.